my kindergarten dolphins, let's get started on some reading for today. So we're going to continue our work with our friends Tick, Tack, and Talk, and we're going to start with our objective. So I'll start and you repeat. Objective is what we are going to learn. Okay, today we have two objectives, and they say, I can identify medial sounds. Medial sounds, what is that? Medial means in the middle. So we're going to be talking about the middle of words today. And our second one says, I can read sentences. So we're going to be building some sentences today and working on finding those middle sounds. All right, today we're going to need our Tic Tac Talk books, and we're going to start with a warm-up, so make sure you have your ice cream lines ready to do a warm-up. So since we're going to be working on writing our middle sounds today and also listening for them, we're going to warm up some writing and some encoding, so our ears and our hands. So today we're going to work on dictation. I'm going to tell you some words, and your job is going to be to write them down. Remember, that's what dictation is. Now, I'm going to be telling you some names. Remember that when we write a name, we need to use uppercase letters. Okay, so here we go. Your first word is tick. Tick. Tick was tumbling on her trampoline. Tick. How do we write tick? Remember that for encoding, we should think about what letters we're hearing. T, I, k, t, I, k. So we should have written uppercase T, because it's a name. That I sound is letter I. And C says k, tick. You also could have remembered in the Tic Tac Talk song, it tells us how to write her name. She says, I am Tick, T-I-C, that is me. I am Tick, T-I-C, that is me. So there we go, Tick, T-I-C. Tick was tumbling on her trampoline. Great job. Remember to do finger space before your next word. And your next word is tack. Tack. Tack dressed up as a turkey to go trick-or-treating. Tack. Tack. How do we write tack? It's not too different from tick. So I'm going to start the same way with an uppercase T. But this time I need that ah sound in the middle. So instead of using an I, I'm using an A. T, ah, k, and then I need that C sound again. And we could have also remembered the song, because after Tick's line, it says, I am Tack, T-A-C, that is me. And I bet you can guess what's coming next. Let's do another space. Our next word is talk. Talk was playing tug of war. Talk. How do we write Talk's name? Again, it's not too different. We're going to start the same way with an uppercase T. And now that middle sound that we need, it's not an I, it's not like Tick's name, and it's not an A, it's not like Tack's name. We need that letter O. And then we're going to end it the same way with a C. Great job! We wrote Tick, Tack, and Talk. Now we have one more word we're going to write. So make your finger space, and your last word is tag. Tag. Tick, Tack, and Talk like to play tag. Tag. How do we write tag? Well, it has a very similar beginning sound, letter T. Now, this is not a name, so I'm going to use lowercase t. Now, what's my middle sound, my medial sound? T, a, g, t, a, a. It's letter A. Very good. T. ah. And now we need that ending sound, tag, g. What's that sound? That's right, it's letter G. Tag. Tic Tac and Talk like to play tag. Nice work, everyone. That was awesome encoding. We warmed up our ears and we warmed up our hands. We're ready to get to work on our objective. So remember, we're going to be listening for some medial sounds, just like we listened for in Tic Tac, Talk, and Tag. And we're also going to be working on writing some sentences. So open up your books now to pages 6 and 7 in your Tic Tac Talk book. So on this page, we see that Tic Tac and Talk are playing a game. Now in this game, one of them is it. And the person who is it gets to direct what movement they're going to do. Here I see they're all hopping on one leg. Down here I see they're all crawling. Up here they're walking on their hands. And then they're going down the slide. So it looks like whoever wears the crown that says it, that's the person who gets to be it and choose what activity they're going to do. So we're going to fill in some sentences here. And what we have to do is trace the words and also figure out what sound is missing from the middle in each sentence. Now let's begin by looking at our first sentence here. Now we need to figure out whose name is going to go here. The way we're going to figure it out is by filling in the missing sound in the middle. Now here we see that somebody is it. Who is it? Well, I can tell by the picture and by her shirt that Talk is it. She's wearing the crown that says it, so she gets to choose the movement, and she chose to have everybody hop on one leg. So now we need to fix the sentence so that it says Talk is it. Talk is it. So I'm going to start by tracing my T and my C. But what letter do I need to put in the box? What letter is missing from the box? How do we write Talk's name again? T, A, K. What letter is missing there? It's an O. It's an O. T, A, K. Now I'm going to trace my next words. I see is, I-S. Remember, that's one of our memory words. And then I have I-T. It. It. Talk is it. Talk is it. And then there's a period at the end of the sentence. We have to remember our period, otherwise we won't know to stop reading. So make sure that you trace all your letters and put a period at the end and fill in that missing middle letter. Let's look at our next sentence. This sentence is telling us someone is last. 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 Someone is last. Who is last at the very end? So Talk was it at the front. Who is last? That's Tack. Tack is last. So we need to fix her name here to make it say Tack. So I'm going to start by tracing my T and my C. But we're missing a letter in the middle. What is in the middle of Tack's name? T, A, K. T, A, K. What's that middle sound? Ah, ah. That's letter A. Very good. Tack. And then I'm going to trace my words again. Is, and let's read this one again. Last. 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 Tack is last. And I need my period. So now we've written 2 sentences. And remember, our other objective was reading sentences. So I'm going to use my pointer finger here to help me read the words. Talk is it. Tack is last. Take a pause here and read the sentences that you just wrote. next group. Now down at the bottom here, I see there is somebody new that is it. Who is the new person who is it? Who's wearing the it crown? It's not talk anymore. It's Tick. It's Tick. Look, there's Tick, and here she is, and she is it. So now we need to fix it so that it says Tick's name. So I trace my T and my C, but what letter am I missing in the middle? T, ick, t, ick. What do I need in the middle there? I, I. I need a letter I, so I'm going to fill in my letter I, t, ick. And then we have our memory words again, is, it. Tick is it. Oh, and I can't forget my period. Tick is it. Nice work. Now we have our sentence about who is last again. Who is last this time? Who do we see at the end of the line of them crawling? It's Talk. There's Talk, and this time she's not it anymore. She is last in line. So now I'm going to trace her name again, T. And I'm missing my middle letter. I have my T and my C, but what letter goes in the middle? T, ah, k, ah, ah. We need a letter O there. Talk. Talk is last. Last. And there's our period. Let's read our sentences that we wrote. Tick is it. Talk is last. Great job, you guys. We wrote 4 sentences on this page. Let's see if we can read the whole page. Talk is it. Tack is last. Tick is it. Talk is last. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you, and then I'm going to let you do the final 2 groups to get by yourself, okay? So I'm going to do one more with you, then these 4 you're going to do by yourself. And for your homework, I'm going to have you read me the whole page, okay? So let's do our last one together. Now I see they're all walking on their hands here. Who is it? Who decided to have them walking on their hands? It's Tack. Oh my goodness, silly Tack. Tack is having them walk on their hands. That's crazy. So we need to trace our words here. So I'm going to start with my T and my C. But what do I need in the middle of Tack's name? T, A, K, T, A. What do I need there in the middle? T, A, A, A. I need that letter A. I need that letter A. Tack. And now let's trace our next words, our memory words. Is it. And we can't forget our period to tell the reader, stop reading. Now who is last this time? Tack is it, but who is last? It's Tick. It's Tick. So we need to trace our letters again. T. And there's the C at the end. But what's in the middle of her name? T. I. K. T. I. I. It's letter I. Letter I is in the middle there. Tick is last. And our period at the end. Let's read these sentences. Tack is it. Tick is last. Nice work. Okay, now you're going to try some by yourself. So your job is going to be to do the next 4 sentences. Who's it here? Who's last here? Who's it here? And who's last here? And then for your homework, I want you to use these pages, pages 6 and 7. Show me with your pointer finger, reading through each sentence. Make sure when you get to a period, you pause. Because remember, a period tells us to stop reading. Listen to what it would sound like without a period. If I didn't have a period after my sentences, I'm erasing them all. Here's what it would sound like. Talk is it, tick is last, tick is it, talk is last, tack is it, tick is last. That doesn't sound very good. Listen to it with the periods. I'm going to put them all back so you can hear it. Talk is it. Tack is last. Tick is it. Talk is last. Tack is it. Tick is last. Much easier to understand. That's why we need to make sure that we are respecting the punctuation. We need to make sure that when we see a period, we pause. All right, everyone. We'll finish up these sentences and then read them all to me, and I can't wait to hear your beautiful reading. I am so proud of all of the awesome reading work you guys have been doing. It's been so cool to hear you all reading. I'll check in with you later. Bye!